What are you doing? Wu Yurong replied, What? Can't I kiss you, my little hubby? Li Rubing was speechless. Song Juan is gone. It's fine, she won't know. And Menglan was stunned, little hubby, and it seems like Miss Li, she probably knows about their relationship. Then, Li Rubing called out, Miss N, Miss N. After a minute and a half, and Menglan snapped out of her daze and replied, I'm sorry, I was lost in thought. My apologies. I told you, my Wu Chen is especially charming to the opposite sex. And Menglan thought, doing business requires some understanding of metaphysics. All right, after signing the contract, I'll keep my distance from Mr. Wu. It seems that I've achieved the desired result. And Menglan will be more cautious after my reminder. She should be able to get through this 1-month period. Li Rubing, I really want to see your defeated look. The next day, clear my mind, feel the world, write a melody or lyrics. Half an hour later, I can't write anything. My mind is full of that Mr. Wu, what's going on? I'll just make an appointment to meet him, talk about music, and discuss collaboration. I won't have any distracting thoughts while working. But he seems really possibly very dangerous. Should I give up on the collaboration? No, why should I give up? I have a clear conscience, what am I afraid of? His messy private life is his business, it shouldn't concern me. I'm just collaborating with him on music, that's all. Li Rubing asked Wu Chen, honey, Qin Jing and I are going shopping. Are you coming with us? Wu Chen replied, you guys go ahead. I might have something to do today. Why? You mean in Menglan? Yes, it's her? How did you know she would contact you? Didn't Wu Yurong play a trick yesterday to make her keep her distance from you? That's not going to happen. Look, she's calling. You seem to understand her very well. Wu Chen just smiled faintly. Have you forgotten that I'm an intelligence agent? All right. You're amazing. Go have fun by yourself. I'm going to find Qin Jing. On the second floor of the restaurant, Wu Chen arrived for his appointment with Menglan and Mr. Wu. I think it's too indirect and risky for you to only be responsible for writing songs for Miss Song. You should sign a contract directly with my company. It's not impossible, but we don't know each other well enough yet. What if I set a price and conditions that are difficult to accept? You might not be able to agree. Difficult to accept price and conditions, for example. For example, I set up a studio, and then Miss Anne, you use 50% of your company's shares to buy my studio in exchange for the ownership of the copyright. How about that? Although my company is not related to my family, it's still valued at over 3 billion. Mr. Wu, you're joining the company as a musician and asking for 50% of the shares right off the bat. Mr. Wu, if you want to reject me, just say it directly, this joke. At this moment, and Menglan thought to myself, as expected, while working, I don't think about him at all, it seems I was overthinking before. I'm not joking, Wu Chen said to Menglan. That's why I said you wouldn't agree. Meanwhile, Menglan thought to herself, that's right, he also asked for a lot from Song Juan, I guess this is his personality. He's a man with no ambition. Wu Chen crossed his arms and said calmly, let's just collaborate as a freelance musician. Miss and one song, one payment. What genre do you like? I can write one for you right now. And Menglan thought Wu Chen was bluffing, composing on the spot. This self-packaging act, I've seen through it. Those two popular songs online were probably not written on the spot. After knowing that Song Juan's mother is his lover, I'm even more certain. But to take out an old song and pretend to write it in front of a child, no wonder Song Juan went home and bragged about how talented he is. It's just a cheap trick to score points with his lover Mr. Wu. If we want to collaborate, let's be sincere. This on-the-spot composing act, you don't have to perform it in front of me. Despite Menglan's disbelief, Wu Chen remained calm. Miss Anne, if I wasn't sincere, I wouldn't have asked for 50% of your shares. I'm not lying. If we're collaborating, and I can write a song right now, why not? All right, if Mr. Wu wants to perform here, then write it. But the song for our first collaboration won't be for Song Juan anymore, write it for me. And Menglan pushed a piece of paper towards Wu Chen. She thought confidently, composing on the spot is not that easy. Just a short while later, Wu Chen handed her the song. 7 songs, Miss Anne, see which one you like. looking at the 7 songs in front of her, and Menglan was in disbelief. He wrote 7. How is that possible? It's really 7 songs. There were ancient style, blues, country, rock, rap, and folk songs, each with a unique style. Have you looked through them? Which one do you choose, Miss N? Mr. Wu, can I try them first? It's hard for me to decide right now. Wu Chen played the piano for An Menglan to try each song. After trying the songs, An Menglan was deeply impressed. Simple, fast tempo, easy to sing, very popular with the public. I need to practice the opera parts in 3 lives, 3 worlds more. If only, from ordinary to magnificent, the European palace style is very suitable. Castle, the song title is solemn, but the lyrics are childish and cute. Please don't turn around, very punk and rock, very cool. Galaxy, using rap to tell a science fiction story, very novel. And the last song, The Last Time, in a folk style, expressed her nostalgia and longing for herself. This really could be the last time. When I was young, I could pursue my music dream without hesitation, but as my father's health deteriorated and the family business needed my help, I won't have the chance to release an album anymore. Seeing An Menglan lost in thought for a long time, Wu Chen asked, Have you decided, Miss N? Without any hesitation, An Menglan said decisively, I've decided. I want all 7 songs to make an album, with The Last Time as the title track, and I need to apologize to you. I shouldn't have doubted your ability, Mr. Wu. You're the most extraordinary musician I've ever met. I'm truly sorry for my disrespectful words earlier. Wu Chen replied cheerfully, All right, I accept your apology. Come on, Mr. Wu, let's have a toast to the birth of this album. The 2 drank, played music, composed, and shared childhood experiences. Soon, it was late at night. And Menglan, having had quite a bit to drink, boldly asked Wu Chen, May I ask, Mr. Wu, what's going on between you, Miss Li, and President Wu? Why are you all together? Well, it's a bit complicated to explain. It's okay if you don't want to talk about it, Mr. Wu. What I really want to ask is not about this. Then what do you want to ask? Mr. Wu, do you have any other plans tonight? Can you stay? I want to discuss music with you further. You can help me understand those songs better and point out the flaws in my singing. Seizing the opportunity, Wu Chen replied, No problem. And Menglan was overjoyed. Really? That's great. She played a passage and missed a note. Wu Chen patiently guided her. You played it wrong again. This part, you should play it like this. Tipsy and deeply admiring Wu Chen, she leaned in and kissed him deeply. In the world of music, there's only the 2 of us. Yes, only the 2 of us. I'm sorry, Mr. Wu. I think I'm drunk. And Menglan slowly unbuttoned Wu Chen's shirt. A second later, she snapped out of it and thought to herself, Did I really just do that with him, or was it a hallucination? Wu Chen continued to play the piano, and An Menglan was once again immersed in the melody of the song. She had never heard this melody before. It's so comfortable. Anxiety, tension, unease, all my worries are washed away by this music. The alcohol, coupled with the melodious music and relaxed state of mind, made An Menglan fall asleep again soon after. Wu Chen turned to look at her. She's asleep again. He carried her to the bedroom. The next morning, An Menglan slowly woke up. I think I got drunk yesterday. Why am I in bed? She was horrified to find herself completely naked. Where are my clothes? Who took them off? She slowly recalled, could it be that I and Wu Chen, but I don't remember the details. Did we really do it or not? At this moment, Wu Chen walked in from outside. Miss Anne, you're awake. Good morning. He was in the room. He didn't leave yesterday. So, yesterday. Although embarrassed and blushing, An Menglan was curious to know if they had done it. She asked, Mr. Wu, we do it yesterday? While An Menglan was still wondering if anything had happened last night, there was a sudden knock on the door. Room service, please open the door. An Menglan, without any guard, adjusted her shirt and said, Coming. Meanwhile, Wu Chen thought to himself, the breakfast service just left, and now there's room service. He reached out to stop An Menglan. Miss Anne, don't open the door. It's the paparazzi. But it was too late. As soon as the door opened, the paparazzi rushed in with their cameras, snapping away. Wu Chen quickly took out his phone and took a picture of the